Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and there is a new update for No Man's Sky right now. It's only out on PC, PS4, and PS5, but it should be coming to Xbox shortly. So this is Voyagers 6.06, and they have been releasing a lot of fixes for the Voyagers update, which is awesome. And this one has a few fixes for the Expedition. So if you're having issues with the Expedition, hopefully this will fix some of the issues that you've been having. So let's jump into the details. But as always, down below in the description, I'm going to link to the actual update page. I'm just going through the highlights. You guys can go and see all of the update or all of the fixes for yourselves. So Voyager 6.06 releasing September 29th, which is today, by the way, right at the end of the month. So let's get in there. Fixed an issue which prevented fishing missions from being completed on a Corvette. So this is specific. Like, there is an expedition mission to fish from a, you don't have to fish from a Corvette, but a lot of people are trying to fish from a Corvette because one of the milestones in the expedition is to catch 3 fish. If you do it from your Corvette, it doesn't work. Well, now it does. They have fixed that. Hopefully it's working and good to go. Then we have fixed an issue that caused invisible collisions around the round window base part. So again, this is another one. We've seen this, I think, 3 times so far. So this will be number 4 of fixing collisions in your Corvette. It feels like every object they put in there was supposed to be a base part, and it is a base part. However, when you're flying, it feels like the Corvette doesn't know that you're flying, and so it thinks you're running into a base. So they have to literally fix every piece. Like, we were fixing a whole bunch of just random objects earlier. Miscellaneous objects, I think is what they called it. Now they're going officially after the round window. So there probably is still some there are still some items that are going to collide with your Corvette as you fly around. So just be aware. They are fixing it. Just slowly they're figuring out which ones are doing it and which ones are not. Which ones are working correctly. And then we have fixed an issue that caused blocking geometry to appear at the 4th rendezvous space station of the Corvette Expedition. So blocking geometry, I'm guessing you can't walk up to the station core because it's blocked. Like, there's some invisible wall there that was appearing for some people. So they have fixed that, and that should be good to go. And then finally, we have fixed a Steam input issue. I know a lot of people, the Game Hub has run into this as well over in his channel, where if you play on Steam, you can use a PlayStation or an Xbox controller. However, for some reason, for the last few weeks, the Steam version just couldn't recognize your controller. You plug it in and it says, sorry, it either doesn't work at all, or instead of showing you button presses, like press X or press O or whatever triangle, it'll just have an exclamation point. Like, you don't know what to press. If you're an old school player, you kind of know what the controls are, so it's not a big deal. But if you're a brand new player, you plug in an Xbox or a PlayStation controller, and it just comes up with an exclamation point. You're like, what the hell? What am I supposed to hit there? What am I supposed to do? You don't know. So they have fixed that, hopefully. I haven't tested it out. I didn't really run into this issue on my game. I play on Steam regularly. But I didn't run into any issues. But again, it could be that I did, but I didn't notice it because I'm so used to the controls. I don't even pay attention to the prompts anymore. So it could be a case of that. I just knew it, so I didn't really care. And then, also we have general performance optimizations, an issue with hitches and the anomaly. So there's a lot of fixes in here, but remember, it's only for PlayStation and PC right now. The Xbox version should be coming shortly, and we still have not seen any update or patches for the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 both have the Voyagers update. Nintendo Switch 1 really doesn't. I mean, they have the update, but it does not add any Corvettes because the Switch 1 probably cannot handle the Corvettes, just like they cannot handle the settlements or multiplayer at all. So if you're on the Switch 2, you have it, but there's no patches for optimization or any bug fixes yet. We're still waiting on all those fixes to hit the Nintendo Switch. Officially, they're not there yet. I'm hoping, in the coming week or two, we'll see all those patches hit the Steam or the Switch 2. If you're playing on the Switch 1, it's a rough go. You have the update, quote unquote, but it doesn't have any content for the update. I really feel like they just had to update the version number to 6.0. That way the saves can be cross-compatible. But even on top of that, the saves are kind of weird and funky. If you're trying to transfer between one version and another, it still doesn't really work. So yeah, there's some things going on with the original Switch. Anyway, I'm rambling here. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time.